Welcome back to Pissing Tea.
Pissing Tea.
Mabini was gone for 20 minutes in the bathroom, just absolutely gushing out brown liquid out of his pee-pee.
Yep.
What did you want to say, Mabini?
I was going to go back to our discussion about having multiple people working on one thing.
Yes.
I was thinking that it's a bit different with film projects because, like, while you have like one person can be the person who ultimately makes the thing, they need other people to help act in it. You need other people's music and stuff like that. It's harder to be a one-man film crew or production team for a film because you'll get someone else involved, and I think you still have one person leading the thing though.
Freak.
So maybe not. It just feels a bit more of a team thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a difference between, you know, getting a team to help you with a project and having fun with it and, you know, doing a big thing, and making a project because you got to get it out by the end of this month because you're on a deadline, and then after that you got to make the next one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, is that there's a big difference between those. I don't think the team aspect is necessarily a big part of it, but I don't know. I guess it's like, for whatever reason in my mind, the second that you do have a team, that, you know, you do kind of fall into that category, I guess, more. Because it's just, it encourages the idea more and more that you're leaning closer and closer to being, you know, again, factory made, as I've said so many times.
Yeah. What about JonTron? Because
his
the early days it was just him, but then it slowly got more people, and by 2014 he had an official production team, and then then he did he did Starcade, and he had a big crew to make that, and then JonTron show itself got a huge amount bigger, and he had like a whole it's a huge thing. It's like a studio made shows, and so it's hard to keep that. I don't know if he does well with it. If he I don't think he retains the same genuineness. But
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I feel like it's kind of a 50-50 with him sometimes. I feel like sometimes, you know, videos are extremely genuine, and because it's like he definitely doesn't make them every month.
Yeah.
But on the very few occasions where he is trying to be like it, you can kind of feel the passion slipping away.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite videos from him are the ones that he just made because he wanted to. Yeah. I really, really like his like buildings tier list, or the video about the pilgrims.
Architecture.
Yeah, architecture. The video about the pilgrims and stuff. Like, they just, I don't know. It just felt like it's just a project, a thing he's passionate about. He just wanted to make it. Then you look at something like workout videos. Not the weird workout videos, but like the O.J. Simpson one.
Yeah.
I did not like those ones at all. They felt very, you know, gotta make it instead of, I don't know. And like, it really felt like, I don't know, maybe that video is not the best example, but sometimes, he kind of goes back and forwards, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. I'm thinking after I get my double jump ability, I'm gonna look up freaking where to get a bunch of the stuff. Like, I'm gonna get badges, I'm gonna get nail upgrades, I'm gonna freaking deck myself out. It's my goal. But yeah, so sometimes JonTron videos, they feel really forced, and they feel very like he's making them because he has to rather than because he wants to. And in my opinion, those are the weaker ones. Yeah. You know, having a team, I don't know why. Like, that's always kind of felt weird to me. It's like, do you really need a team for all the things you do? Like, yeah, maybe 2 or 3 people, but like a whole studio, it seems a bit excessive. But, you know, I also feel that was like always his goal, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, I feel like the second he was able to get the money for it, he did it because that's what he wanted. Yeah. For JonTron.
Well, that's what the stuff he did in the early days. It looked like he wanted to go big with it.
Yes.
Yeah. So even stuff like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, that had the cinematography, I guess, and all the drama and the sort of iconic JonTron.
Well, that's what he wanted from that video. You know? Like, that was definitely made out of passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because he's a huge Rare fan, and that's why he got behind Yooka-Laylee in the early days. or maybe it was because of him that so many people were aware of Banjo-Kazooie and got behind Playtonic when they decided to do Ukulele.
What the fuck?
So, Ski for Life is a water skiing event where it's it's not, is it 4 days? Yeah, it's technically kind of 4 days of 456 kilometres of skiing along the Murray River. This particular event is a charity event to support, to help combat and help people with depression and help reduce suicide and do a lot with awareness and promotion of those efforts. And so people are encouraged to raise a good amount of money to donate to Ski for Life, and so the whole event is all about that and hear stories about what people have gone through, and it's very humbling a bit to be part of something so big. And then at the end of the day everyone jumps in their boats and does some they do some very serious water skiing. I was part of a team for that, but I wasn't in the boat. I was on road crew, so we're lugging around fuel for the boat, all the camping gear, because at the end of the day we would go to our campsite and set everything up for them, and so that was road crew's job. It's to make boat crew's job easier, is so that their job was all about doing the skiing stuff and getting that right. But one of the things that happened leading up to this year's event is that the founder, or one of the key founders, Bill Stockman, actually committed suicide.
Jesus.
So 3 months before it. So it doesn't matter what you're doing to stop it. Sometimes you can't stop yourself getting to that stage.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he started it because he suffered from it, right?
Yeah, I think it must have been a motivating factor. He wanted people to be aware of it, and he wanted people to get the help that they needed, and so that was what it was all about. It didn't actually start off like that. It evolved to become what it is today. It originally started off as, hey, let's try and do the whole Murray Bridge to Renmark thing, and that's a pretty long skiing trip. And so that was his idea, and I guess it one day became about raising awareness and promoting efforts to help deal with mental health and combat suicide. So that was Ski for Life, and you meet some good people there, and because I like to I think an important part of my childhood was spent camping along the Murray River and getting behind the boat and doing kneeboarding. And I had a go at the skis 15 years ago, but I got a face full of water and let go. But apparently double skis is harder than doing one ski. So maybe one day I'll have a go at the ski and see what happens. Yeah, it was a pretty intense thing.
Can you fucking not?
Because when you're camping, you get up early in the morning, and we'd have breakfast pretty early, like 7 or 8, and yeah, you just get straight into it straight away. And I bought a swag specifically for the event. And it's swags are normally supposed to be you're basically buying a bag to sleep in.
Sleeping bag.
Well, yeah, but it's it's weatherproof.
Sleeping bag.
Yeah, it's a weatherproof sleeping bag.
So you just get up in it and just fucking go to sleep.
Yeah, that's it.
No tent or anything.
End of the night, you just get in your sleeping bag and cut and zip up, cover yourself up, and then go to sleep. My swag cost $100, and it had the hoop frames that go into it.
Was it worth it?
Why do you jump on top? It wasn't hard to set up, and the more times you do it, the better you get at it. And I was actually surprised when I put my glasses into one of the inside pockets. They didn't get smudged up or anything by it. When I took them out the next morning, because I always take off my glasses before I go to bed. probably what a lot of people do.
I would hope so.
I just like camping. I think that's what it is. I don't like the hard work of it, because who does like hard work?
I do.
Especially when you're camping. I usually associate camping with fun. But it was a good team effort, and I think we were the third boat across the line, to get to drop off our skiers at the Renmark Club.
I haven't been camping in a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I like camping.
Hmm?
I like getting away, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I like going away to places that are not here.
Yeah.
Not say I don't like this place, but I don't know. I like changes of scenery, changes of lifestyle for a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's your ideal vacation?
Vacation away from the people that I don't like being with.
Yeah, but I mean, like, are you like a sitting down beachside and just like not doing anything, just relaxing, just
Yeah,
like
that's
living the
right,
high
just
life, or
relaxing.
going around and exploring and traveling and checking out cool locations and
Well, that's what we did in New Zealand. But I think I like just camping better, where you just stick at one site for several days and you just chill out.
so camping is your ideal holiday. It's like
Yeah.
your number one.
Yeah.
Here's another question about holidays.
Hmm?
Would you rather go with family, friends, or by yourself?
Friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, one of the things about doing the Ski for Life was I went as a replacement for somebody who couldn't make it
A
as part of the original team.
Oh.
So like this is the second year the team had done it, and I'm associated with the team through one of the original members, and I was asked if I wanted to be part of the team because some of the people couldn't make it. They're having difficulty getting new people in,
Mm-hmm.
and so I said yeah. But I don't know. I just didn't feel like I belonged, like I was appreciated.
I wouldn't call it a holiday, by the way.
No, well but I didn't feel. I felt like, I think, because I had a conversation on the last night. There was a bit of partying going on. Had some food. It was nice. I spoke to the team leader and started to get the impression that I wasn't bringing a good amount of value to the team. But I don't know what was going through his head. It's just that it just made me think that I want to be part of things that other people want me to be part of. And
Right.
the emphasis should be on the word want. They want me to be part of the team.
Why did you go?
Because they were looking for people, and I spoke to my associated member and said, yeah, I'll do it.
Did he ask you, or did you ask them?
They asked me.
Did you
But-
want?
but-
and you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
But
then
it's
in
just
which
that-
case you do it for yourself.
It's just that it would be different if it was the team leader who had invited me,
Hmm.
rather than a person through a person through a person. It just becomes disingenuous, I guess. Doesn't feel real. It just feels like you're sort of shoving your nose. Maybe it felt like what you were doing in high school. At the end of the day, you're sort of just like, you're there, but you're not really. I don't know. It's probably different. I like being part of things because other people want me to be part of those things, and they demonstrate it in some small way. To say, hey, what's this person doing? Hey, what's Mabini doing? Like, I like hearing that because it makes me feel wanted. I don't want to be part of something if I'm just sort of hanging around, and I'm there when they need someone to carry something heavy.
Yeah.
Like that's. doesn't feel
It's
as
understandable,
good.
man. It's completely reasonable. I'd
Yeah.
be the same. In fact, my
So-
thing would probably be I wouldn't do it because if I didn't feel like I would contribute. I mean, if I was asked like from a friend, like personally, like, hey, I want to do that. Like, can you do this for me? It'd mean a lot to me. I'd be like, okay, maybe. But if it was like through a friend, I'd be like, oh no.
Mm.
For a thing that like I don't know, like I'm not saying I disagree with the message or anything. That's fine. It's good, but like I wouldn't do it. Just because, I don't know, I felt obligated to. I do it because I wanted to.
Well, I did it because I thought it would be a fun experience, and I'd been there.
Well, then, like,
at
that's
the
what you
end of the
should. That's what you
previous
should
year.
take out of it. You shouldn't worry about what they think.
No, it was a good experience, and I'd definitely do it next year if I was given the opportunity, in whatever way. Because at the end of the day, I spoke to people that they weren't talking to, and had on that last night, I had people to talk to, and I enjoyed myself. And I think that's really what matters. So finding something for yourself, and that's what I did.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
Just
if I was in your
don't,
position, I wouldn't beat myself up about it.
No.
I would be like, well, yeah,
Well,
that was fun.
That's really it was just that one. That was the only downer of the entire weekend.
Right.
Just feeling like I wasn't wanted.
Mm.
But that's not something that I was gonna beat myself up about. I was there at all is what counted, and I said yes, I wanted to do it. I was having a new experience, and it was definitely not something I think that I would throw away. Like there was a blind guy who was one of the skiers, and so they had he explained his process of how they managed to do it. Because he lost was it 97% of his eyesight or something like that when he was 16.
Oh, man.
And he was I don't know. They didn't explain it. He said it was overnight. So I guess that means that like he woke up and couldn't see.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I think there's probably more to it than that, but sure.
Yeah. There was like a story of one of their people. Their boat had 2 flags, and one of them said was the actual name of the team. The other one said "Go hard or go home," which was the motto of one of their friends who had died in a skiing accident.
Oh.
And so they didn't go into any detail about that, and so that's the sort of thing that starts rumours. And our team talked about it, wondering what really happened. Was he drunk behind the boat? What was going on there? And stuff like that. Lots of interesting stories, and then some ups, some downs. That was Ski for Life.
It's a great story, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we still got this episode.
Yeah, that's right.
This is the last episode of Hollow Knight, and I'm just slamming my head against the wall.
Yeah, you're gonna.
This episode is called Broken Vessel Fight, because that's all it is.
Yep.
So I just changed one of my badges because I just realized where am I falling down? There's probably a lot of places, speedrunners will look at me and go, this guy's the worst player of Hollow Knight in the world, and I wouldn't disagree.
Mm-hmm.
However, I realized the main place that I'm getting damaged is when I'm healing, and I just picked up that badge which I just equipped. You can see it right there below my shit, which makes it so I have a little shield while I'm healing. Now it won't fully protect me. It will break eventually, but, And I also realized, the main thing that's killing me is not this guy necessarily.
It's his little balls.
It's his little freaking men that he summons. Because they just come at you, and, they only take 1 hit to kill, but it's like zombies, Dangerous in numbers. So I have to be careful of that. It's just reminding me, though, when I played this game the first time, I didn't have many complaints, but I do remember 2 of them. They've come back to me, and both of them relate to boss fights.
Yeah.
Number 1 is, you'll see, every time you run into a fight, you gotta have this little thing. I can't move, I can't charge my weapon, I can't do anything. It's not the worst thing in the world, but when you're fighting a boss over and over again, it gets very frustrating, because I just want to jump into the fight, I don't want to watch a fucking cutscene. The other thing is, I really, really wish bosses had health bars.
Yeah.
This is an interesting whole freaking gamer discussion. Should bosses have health bars? I am of the belief they always should, because it really frustrates me, because it's I have no idea if I'm doing well against this guy, right? I don't know if I'm close to killing him. I don't know if I'm doing the best that I can. I don't.
Yeah, I like to think that I'm doing really well if I'm taking minimal damage.
Yes, I mean
and also hitting him as well, not just bouncing around, not taking any damage.
Yeah, well, yeah, that. But also I'd like to know how close I am to beating him. Every time I've died, have I gotten close? Have I gotten thing? And it's just why I can't figure of a reason why you wouldn't. Because it's this game's trying to be hard. It's like Dark Souls. Dark Souls had health bars. Putting that out there.
Yeah.
Because they knew that players like to know how far they got. Cuphead had that really awesome system where they show you how far along the boss fight you got when you die. They say, this is how close you were at the end, and it encourages you, like, oh man, I was so close.
Yeah.
You know, I'll give it another go, because I knew I was really close that time. When in a game like this, it's like, I don't know, how close was I that time? I don't know. You know, and I'm remembering, like, there are so many bosses later on that when they get really, really hard, like the ones I was telling you that go into the dream world,
Yeah.
that I felt that the most, where I was just like, am I even close to killing this guy? Am I halfway through the fight? Am I still at the beginning? I don't know. And that's how I feel about this freaking guy right now. It's like, I'm pretty sure I'm getting close to killing him each time, but I just don't know. I just don't. I've done it. He's done it. Get out of here. Oh, thank Christ. Look, now he's completely fucking hollow.
So wait,
Lordy.
do you get a bench?
I get something. I get an ability. I know that for sure. Which ability it is, I don't remember. Is it a good one? I hope it's the double jump. Lord, please. Please be the double jump. I feel like it is, but I can't remember. I'm so scared.
Yeah.
I don't have to fight him again. It's not like there's if an enemy kills me, it'll be annoying, but I won't have to fight him.
Right.
Here it is. I think it is. Yes, the Monarch Wings. Oh, ladies and freaking gentlemen.
Ooh, wow. So you can fly.
We have the double jump.
Oh.
Wee. Woo. Wee. Now I can traverse pretty much everywhere. In the next recording session, the next episode, we are gonna MFing.
We're gonna get all the stuff, get all the upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And we're gonna be pretty damn sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna deck myself out. I'm gonna get all the sword upgrades. I'm gonna get all these badges. If you think I'm gonna go into your dream world, you are sadly mistaken, my friend. That's what that little dream shit was coming off of him.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Basically, I have to fight him again, but he's harder.
Yeah.
Which is,
Hard pass.
yeah, pass. I actually do think I beat the harder version on my other playthrough. I do think so. But, you wanna know where a bench is? Right TF here. Okay, guys. Next time on Hollow Knight, we're gonna go have a fun freaking time. Oh boy. Alright. See you later, guys. Bye bye.